welcome back to day 10 of the Roulette Grinder. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you to all the current subscribers and new subscribers. Thank you for liking, turning on notifications, and sharing with your friends. We are on a 365-day journey. We're on day 10 of that journey to make a profit every day in online roulette. We are targeting $150 in profit every day. As you can see, the last 5 days have been pretty incredible. We have profited every day. We've profited so far 7 days out of our current. This will be day 10. So we've had a really good run. We had a $200 profit yesterday. My goal is to grind out small profits, small wins. And there's that word grind again. So play the grind drinking game. Every time you hear the word grind, you take a drink. Short, different strategies. Hit and run, taking breaks, and using our head and not blowing all of our profit. We're going to have down days. We're going to have up days. We want to make sure those up days outweigh the down days. So we're going to start the day at $15.91. And that means we are up about $600, which is incredible. Really happy to start that. So we ended yesterday at $15.91 as well. So we're starting at $15.91. We have $600 in profit. So again, thank you all the comments, support, and let's get into it. Now we're on both FanDuel and Stake. I'm going to go back to FanDuel because the system I want to play today can be played on FanDuel, but not Stake. So let's get into it. I hope you can see the video clear. Let's change to dollar bets. We have an $840 starting balance. Catalea is our dealer. Eric Allen has come up with another great strategy. I'm a big hockey fan. I love hockey. I'm a big Rangers fan. It's his Trick Roulette system. So please go check out his page. I'll put a link on this page and in the description. The system, the Trick Roulette, is based on 3 very simple things. We're going to be betting $1 to start on 1 to 18, even and red. And I know there's an extra odd number when it comes to those reds, but this is the way Eric set up, and this is the way it played. And it's played with Fibonacci, which is 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, etc. as the betting pattern. So my goal is to get about $60 to $75 with the system and get out if we can. We're going to go up and we're going to go down. We're looking for the hat trick. We're looking for these 3 things to happen all at the same time. You may agree with this system, disagree with this system. Let's see what it can do, and I will monitor how things are going. So again, we're going to start with $1 on each, and it looks like we've had a lot of red for sure. Hopefully that stays the course. So we're going to bet $1 each 3 things. Now for this Fibonacci, we're going to go up a unit on a loss and down a unit on a win and reset in session profit. So we're looking for these hat tricks. We're looking for things to happen. So we started at 840 was our starting balance. And we're on the first bet, 1. So we're going to get some partial wins. We're going to get some hat tricks. We're going to get some losses. Let's see what happens. So this is 1. We're looking for the low numbers, even and red. And again, I will try to put bookmarks in our description so you can jump ahead to the next method if you're not interested in that. So that would be a loss. So we're going to go right up to 2. We'll just double. So now we're on 2 on each. That was a total loss. So on losses, we go up 1, and on wins, we go back down 1. Fibonacci. Pretty simple to remember. Hope everyone's having a good Tuesday today. It's rainy again here in the Northeast. What else is new? Can't wait to get a string of sunny days happening here. Long time coming. Well, if you watch the All on Black channel, it was some ride that he had today. That looks like a 1 red, so we do win $8 red and first 18. We'll go back down to 1 each. So on a win, we go back down to 1. Now, I could have stayed at that $8 level. I want to protect our bankroll and our balance and try to string some wins together. So remember, we started at 840 was our balance. Now, we're going to get a little up in the Fibonacci progression because these things do happen. But hopefully we get a hat trick of all threes happening, these three things, with some nice money on it. So let's see what happens. So yeah, all in black had one heck of a crazy ride. Profit and then down and then profit. And it was some journey for him. That's a 33 black. That is a loss. So we repeat the bet. And we go to 2 on each. This is my Fibonacci. 1, 2, 3, 5, 8 is how we're playing it. Down to 830, but that's okay. We're going to get some red, even, and low numbers to happen. And this is definitely a grinded out kind of strategy. Tested it out many times. Very much usually in profit. So looking for about a 15 to 20 minute session here and get out and see what we can do for profit. But again, if I see if it's faltering today, we'll jump out of it and not risk too much of a bankroll. So there is a 1 red. We didn't get the even, but that's another $8 win. So we're going to go back to 1 on each until we really get into session profit. And it's okay to yo-yo back and forth. It's not hurting us too much. Want to see how the system plays out. So let me know in the comments. I see many of you are doing your own roulette journey. What kind of systems and methods you're playing. What kind of profits you're making. Situations you've run into. Happy to go ahead and share these journeys with you. And again, any suggestions on how I should play, what I should do, much appreciated. I'm playing the way I play. It might not be the right way, but it's what I'm doing, and it's working so far. We're going to keep doing it until it really doesn't work. So that's a low number and even. So we did win on that, up to 839. We'll stay at the $1 bet. So we're looking to get the hat trick. Hat trick in hockey, for those of you not sports fans, is 3 goals by any one player, which is really tough to do in a hockey game unless you're a superstar like Connor McDavid or Sidney Crosby or Jack Hughes, the Devils. Those superstars, Austin Matthews, to name a few, can do hat tricks on a nightly basis if they really apply themselves. So we're looking for the hat tricks. And the Rangers, my favorite team, are doing really well right now. They're in first place, had a tough loss yesterday, but we're creeping up to the playoffs, and hopefully they can go far. That's a low red 9. So we're really close to getting that hat trick. We're back up to our starting balance, and we'll continue on 1 each. So we're getting a lot of 2 of the 3 things to happen. We love to get all 3 to happen. And you can see she's kind of going red, black, red, black, red, black. We're kind of going back and forth here on the numbers. So we're going to stick with this system a little bit and see where it goes. Again, the Fibonacci progression is going to go up, but don't worry. We're going to get a hat trick on one of those bets, and we're going to slam a nice profit. That's the idea. And again, you don't want to stay too long on any type of system. It's a hit and run kind of method I like to use. I don't really have the bankroll to dwindle away that whole time. So that's another red. That's an odd. That's actually a loss in a way. We're going to go up to 2 on this one here. We did get the red, but we didn't get the even, and we didn't get the low. So we're going to go up to 2. Let's start making some money. Hat trick. Let's go. Let's do it. And again, my goal is not to make 2-hour-long videos. You're welcome to fast forward, go to the end. I'd love you to watch the whole journey. The reason I'm letting it go is to see the true to life every bet spin that I'm having, that I'm not depositing money, I'm not taking out money. It's true to life, real as I play. There's no fooling, no tricks, no nothing. So that's a red even. That is a win of $8. We will go back down to 1. And eventually this system's really going to kick in, and we're going to start making a lot of money. Now, again, I could have stayed at 2 there because we're just over session profit by $1, but Yeah, let's go back down to one. We're not gonna change the system. You know, those wins we go down and losses we go up, because we don't want that progression to go too crazy. So we're looking for our first hat trick. We haven't had one yet. Kind of surprising, but I think we're gonna get a few in this session. So we're looking for all three things to happen: 1 to 18, even, and red. There is an 18 red. So again, we're getting even in red and our 18. We got our first hat trick. We scored. That's a goal. We got our first hat trick. We'll reset back to 1 and 1 and 1. So that's what a hat trick will do. On all three things happening at the same time, you can really make some bucks. But we unfortunately were on a low bet, and we're just staying right where we are. It's kind of funny. We've never really had to go up too far. We've won. Maybe I will stay at higher progressions to try to build up our bankroll, because she's definitely in the red zone. She's had 4 reds in a row, so Cataleya's hitting those reds, so that's good for us. Hope you're enjoying my channel. Again, suggestions much appreciated. What you'd like to see. There's a 0. That's a loss, so we will go up to 2 on each now. The dreaded 0 hits. In previous sessions, the 0 has been our friend. We've hit a couple 0 jackpots a few times, which have been pretty awesome. So go back and watch those videos on my channel of those 0 jackpot wins. Pretty amazing to hit that. But again, a 0 is just like any number. We just happen to have bets on them. It's the same, you know, odds as any number on that roulette wheel. So don't you love getting phone calls when you're trying to record? All right, let's get a hat trick here. That'd be good. 25 red. So we did get a red, but we did not get the even in the 18. So that's a little bit of a loss. We did win 4, but we're going to go up now to 3. We're going to start going up in these progressions. So we're now at 3. So again, I hope everyone had a good Easter weekend, having fun, watching all these roulette channels. We're almost at 300 subscribers, which is awesome. I can't thank you all enough for this journey. I didn't know where it would go, what it would do. Just trying to grind out a little profit every day. We're having a good time doing it. So let's get a hat trick here. Looking for the 1 to 18, even, and red. Eric Allen, thank you again for this really cool strategy. So we got a low even. So that's a win. We can go back down to 2 each. And again, I could have stayed at 3 each there, but I'm feeling a black again on this one. So I'm gonna go back down to 2. You know, wins you go down 1, losses you go up, hat tricks and profit you reset. So not much profit this session so far. We need to start getting some of these hat tricks to hit consecutively, and they will hit. They definitely will hit. Let's see what happens. Now I could go black odd, high numbers. I could switch it around. This is what we're playing. We're staying here. So that is an even number, but that is a loss. We only got 1 of them, so we'll go back up to 3 on each. So we're at 3. Really easy to keep track of this system, even though Brain is writing them down to make sure I'm on the right bet. We'd love to get some hat tricks to show you all the profit you can get when it does happen. So again, we started the day at $840 on FanDuel. We're trying to get that profit up. We want to make about $50 to $75 using this system. And if I continue to see that we're just bouncing back and forth here, we'll punch out and do something else. But we really haven't lost our shirt yet in it. So that's a 14 even red low. That is a hat trick. That's $18. We're up to $849. We're going to reset back to 1. We're in a little bit of profit, $849. So we did go up a little bit. Back to 1. And that was a hat trick. So you can see that you do get hat tricks from time to time. All 3 things happening. He shoots, he scores. We like that. So We got up to 849. We're moving up. And again, I could stay on 3. I could stay on 2. I'm playing it as the system I think is meant to be played. So we can get back up to those streaks happening. So let's keep it red and even and low, Catalaya. Let's do that. I've seen a lot of red numbers. Let's keep those red numbers rolling low. That's a 7 low. So we got 2 of them. So that's a little bit of win, puts us at 850. So we're now up $10 from where we started. And you can see the slow progression, that slow grind drinking game, what we're doing with this system. And when we start to go up in that Fibonacci, and we probably will have to, and we get a hat trick, you're going to see that profit jump. And probably will go up to 7 or 8 Fibonacci levels because we don't have a huge bankroll. We don't want to go nuts. I mean, we'll see how far we go. But I don't want to get up that far if I can help it and, get some hat tricks before we get all the way up there. That's a red, but it's an odd. So that is a loss in essence. We did get the red, only $2. So we will go up to 2 on each. I mean, this system is pretty cool in that it's easy to remember everything. The odds of it happening are fairly decent with the amount of reds, evens, and low numbers on the board. We're playing the percentages, although there is an extra odd red. We do know that. This is how Eric set it up, and this is how he plays it, and I'm going to play it the same way. And I've watched him do this and make some nice profit over time now. Obviously, simulator is different than real. We're trying this out real. Let's see what happens on this grinding system. That's a loss. That's going to happen, full loss. We now go up to 3 on each. And this is where it gets interesting, folks. Let's get it. We're up to 3. So let's go ahead and get that hat trick. Let's get some reds, low, and even numbers. And like I said, if I see the system is not doing well, we're not where we want to be, I will reevaluate and punch out and do something else. And that's what I like about this channel. I try a lot of different things. Some people say bouncing around is bad. I don't think so. I think you play many different systems and try to grind out a little profit each one and go from there. Sticking on one system, the way I play, is not a good method for success. That's just my thought, for sure. We almost had that red 7, but we bounced out. That is a 29 or 28 black. So that actually is a small win. We're going to stay, actually, let's see. Let's stay at 3 here. Could go up to 5. We're going to stay at 3s. That might have been a go up to 5, but we're going to stay at 3. Maybe should have gone up to 5 as we only got one of them, so it was a loss. Should have went up to 5. But that's okay. Let's get a hat trick here. Let's get some nice profit. She's hitting some blacks, so let's get back to red. Now, I know it's streaky. There could be 8, 10, 15 blacks in a row. I get it. I totally understand that. But we're covering some other options as well. So the odds of it all happening at the same time, I don't think so. So we do have a red, but it's odd. So that is a loss again. We're going to go up to 5 on each. Up to 5 in the Fibonacci sequence. You can see that we are now down to 822. We're about $18 below our 840 start, but that's okay. Let's get a couple of hat tricks and get us some profit. The Roulette Master had some interesting system up against Randall's system today. Randall's system is playing the second 12 and second column consecutively and going up 10 on losses. You need a big bankroll for that. The other one was follow the opposite color with the 12s, and it just didn't really make sense to me. I didn't really enjoy it. So that is an even red. So that's a nice win of 20. We'll go back down to 3. Almost had the hat trick there. We're back down to 3. So we had made it up to 840 again. And we're going to try to break through. It seems like every roulette grinder video, I start out down or just pushing. And then towards the end of the videos, I hit my stride and we actually can make a little profit. So again, if you want to fast forward to the end, I understand. I'm going to try to put chapters in here, but the reason I'm playing every spin, and I know no one wants to sit here and watch 2 hours, 3 hours of roulette, understandable for sure, but I want to show you every spin that happens, good and bad. So that's an even black. So we did get 2 of the 3. We'll go back down to 2 on each. So small win, we got up to 845, slowly but surely, trying to climb back up. Now let me know if you would stick, at that $3 or $5 level, even though it was, a win, partial win. Maybe we should only do it on hat tricks because this might take a while. But you're all going to get some streaks of losses in a row, and I want to be there to catch that hat trick when we're up there. New dealer coming in, it's Wes. Hopefully Wes will continue keeping us, going here. So there is an even odd. So that's a partial win. I'm going to stick here at 2. We're not going to go back down to 1. We're going to stick here and try to go up the ladder with Wes. I think we're due for a red. We're definitely due for a low again. Let's get it. Let's get a hat trick. We haven't had a hat trick in a while, Wes. Let's do it. Again, we're targeting a $50 to $75 win with this system. Again, if I see it not getting there and we're just spinning our heels, we're going to change. We've been playing this for over 15 minutes, I believe. It's going to come around. So that is an even number, but that is a loss with the black and the high. So we're going to go up to 3 on each. It's a really easy system. Anyone can play it. Your grandmother, your girlfriend, your dog. It's very simple. Staying with the Fibonacci pattern on 3 things to happen. It's very simple, and it's a nice slow progression up as long as you get some of these hat tricks and wins along the way. But as you can see, we're just at the same level. We need to get some hockey luck. Hockey gods and roulette gods need to come together and give us that win. And I'll be playing other systems in this session. So there's a red even. So that is a partial win. 6 and 6 for 12. Brings us to 844. So I'm actually going to stay at 3. It's partial win. I'm going to stay at 3. Let's try to go back to back. I could have gone down to 2 as the way the system's meant to be played, trying to build on those streaks. We're just spinning our heels at the same kind of level. Let's get 2 in a row here and try to start going and getting some profit here. I'm not trying to force the system, but I think that we need to get something going our direction. We're just going up and down here. Boy, that's a low even. So that is another partial win. We just missed the red on 3. That's 12. We're up to 847. And we're actually going to go back down to 2 on this one. We've had a couple good partial wins in a row. Let's see what he's going to do. And again, I could have stayed at 3. Just feeling it out here and see what Wes is going to do. When I watched Eric do this system, he went up a lot more than I did. I think he had a lot more losses than I did, and that's this system. You never know what it's going to do on a given day. So in essence, you do want to get those losses to get your bets up, but you want to hit that hat trick when the bet is a little high. That $8, $13, $21 bet range is what you want. So that's a red even. So Wes hooked us up again with another win. That brings us to $849. So in essence, almost session profit of $850. You know what? I'm staying at 2. I'm not going to go back down to 1 for time constraints here. I could even raise the bets on wins. I could do lots of different things here, but this is the way the system is meant to be played. It's meant to go up a unit on losses and down a unit on wins, and going to stay true to it. But, if we're just at the same level over and over again, we got to try to make some bucks here. That's what we're going to do. We're trying to make a profit. So that is a low even. That is a win. Partial. We didn't get the red. So we're up to 851. Now that in essence is session profit, 851. We're up $11 from where we started, but we're going to stay at 2. to try to keep making some session profit here. You know, going down to 1, I understand it gives you one more chance at that progression, but we want to get going here. We're up $11 from the day, which is good. I'm not going to knock profit. Profit is profit. But we really want to start getting up there. And as we lose a couple of these bets, we're going to go up, and it's going to get nerve-wracking, but the hat trick will get us. I have faith. Good attitude, positive mindset. There's a red, but it's an odd and a high. So that is a loss in essence. So we're going to go up to 3 on each now. And this is where it's going to start getting good for us. So we're at a $9 bet, back down to our original starting balance. That's okay. We are due for some hat tricks and some luck here. Remember, 851 was our highest profit for the session. I'm going to give this a run for maybe 10 more minutes or so and see where we end up. No need to keep chasing if it's just not working. I mean, in essence, it did work. We had made $11, but just a slow grind. So there's a low red. So that is, in essence, a partial win of 2 things. The low numbers and the red at that $3 level gets us to 852. So we are now in session profit at 852. We're going to stay at the 3s on this one. Can go back to 2s, but again, we're just spinning our heels. We want to make some money, so we're going to stay at the 3s. That's my decision. That's the way I'm playing it. Might not be the right way, but that's what I'm going to do. So let's keep getting these reds, evens, and lows. I don't want to keep you guys for hours and hours on this video. It's not my intention. But again, I'm trying to make profit, you know, in decent increments. You can't make it all in one shot. You'll lose your shirt doing that, chasing it, you know, making $25, $30 bets, which, you know, I've done in the past. I've caught myself. All right, we're up to 855. That's another win. That's our highest profit of this session. I'm going to go back down to 2 on that win. Even though I should reset to 1, I'm going to stay at the 2 level. So 855 is our new high. Slowly, we got $15 worth of profit. So you can see it's slowly starting to work. But again, you want to get these progressions up a little higher to get that hat trick, to make the profit, to make the money. You don't want to lose your shirt either. So this isn't a bad thing. We might not be winning tons of money here. We're not losing that much either at a time. That's an even number, but it's a black and it's a high. So that is actually a loss. So we will go back up to 3. Up and down we go. So remember, 855 was our high. Let's get a hat trick here. We haven't had a hat trick in a long time. I feel like we're in the 3rd period and we're winning 2-1. Our guy has 2 goals and there's an empty net and he can shoot in the empty net and get a hat trick for us. So let's see if we can score a hat trick here and put the puck in the net. Let's see what happens here. In fact, in a few minutes, I'm going to have to go walk my dog. Yeah, so that is an even number, but that is actually a loss. So that puts us back to 850. We're going up to 5 on each now, folks. We're up to 5. Now it's getting interesting now. Let's get that hat trick now. We are up to 5. Remember, 855 was our highest profit. A hat trick or partials who would be really good now as the bets are getting higher. So we need West to hook us up and get a streak going. We had some blacks in a row. Time for that red to show itself again. That's a red, and it is an even. That is a nice partial win. We got 2 of the 3 to happen. I'll take it. That's a $20 win. Gets us back to 855. Not session profit. We're going to reset to 3 each on the win. We almost had that hat trick. Close, but I'll take it. I'll take that nice win. So we're now at a $3 bet on each for $9, and we're looking for that hat trick. And it looks like, 5 I think. Might have been the highest we've had to go so far. That's pretty incredible for this system to only progress to 5 now. We want to keep the streak going, want to keep getting wins, but it's okay if you have to go up a little bit, especially if you can get that hat trick and make your profit, as I've mentioned. We almost had the 12. We almost had a hat trick there, bounced out into the 35. That is a total loss. It's our first total loss in a long time, folks. So now we go up to 5 on each. Back to 5. And we're looking for that hat trick. It's a real easy, fun system. Maybe 5 minutes with it. We're going to play it out. I do have to walk the dog. He's waiting for me. He's been a good boy today. And we'll come back and try something else. Just try to make a little bit of profit. And we'll see what happens. And thank you for coming along the ride with me. Thank you so much. I know this is boring. Who wants to watch this? But this is my journey. This is what we're doing. There's a red low. So that's a nice partial $20 win. Back to 851. We're going to go back down to 3 on each. We're trying to get back to the 855 mark. Any profit is good profit, for sure. Had a nice beer yesterday from a brewery called Burial. They're in Asheville, North Carolina, and also Raleigh, North Carolina. Really nice IPA. I'll have to break one out on a later session today. And I think I'll do multiple sessions today. Come back maybe in the afternoon, come back at night, and try to grind up some profit. There's a red, but it is a high. So that is a loss. We're going to go back up now to 5 on each. $5 on each. And Titan wants to go out. He's right here nipping at me. Black Lab. You want to say hi to everybody? Up. I don't know if you can see him. Come here. Look at up here. Look at that Titan. This crazy doggy. Yes, I know. You good boy. Get down. We're going to go soon, Titan. We're going to go soon. We're going to take a break in a few minutes here. Let's see if we can get a hat trick and get us on out of here. So we're looking for that hat trick. We have not had one in a really long time. Ooh, that was close. That's a low, even 8. So it gets us to 853. And we go down to 3. And this system does work. I've seen it work many times, and even testing it out. We're just not getting unlucky. We're just not getting hat trick luck is what you need to make your money in the system. Getting a lot of partial wins. We are in a little bit of profit. You know, we got up to 855. We're at 853 now with this $9 bet, 844. This is what happens. And you don't want to play a system too long. And I think it might be time to get out, unfortunately. Been playing this for a while. Let's see what happens here. I'd like to get past that 855 mark. So that's a low 8. And that's an even. And now we're at 856. I'm going to call it for the system. That's a $16 profit. I know it's not a lot. Going to go walk my dog, take a break, and we'll be back with a new system. And we're back. I was able to walk my dog. He was crazy in the rain. We're going to switch over to stake.us casino. FanDuel, we left with a profit of now $856. We won $16 in profit there on Eric's system. We're now up to a total balance of $1607. So that's really awesome. So we're now at $1607. We're up a little bit for the day. We're up $16. And let's go and grind out some more profit here. Let's try another strategy. Again, this one also comes from Eric Allen. Got my stats up here. So let's see how we're going to do this here. I want to keep my stats where you can see them, but I also want you to see the wheel because the wheel is going to come into play for this here. So I'm going to miss some of the board for sure if we do it there. And I wanted to keep the stats in play. Let me move my camera around and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Hopefully you can see my camera and see the stats tracker here. So Eric Allen has another basic system, and it's going to be inside numbers system. And this is the system you want to get in and get out. We're starting our balance, $751. So what it is an opposite number system from the wheel. So for example, if 10 were to hit, we go opposite on the wheel, and it'd be 26, and we'd play the two numbers to the right. So it would be 26, 0, and 32. We're going to do this until we get our 9 numbers and play those 9 numbers on the board, and then go up a unit each time. So we're going to get some numbers on the board spun here, and we're going to start with the next number, and we're going to be doing dollar unit bets. And remember, starting with 751, I'd like to target about $800, so about $50 in profit with this system. Again, it's a get in and get out system. So there's a 0. Across from the 0 pretty much is 10, so we're going to go 10, 5, and 24 for a dollar to start. 10, 5, and 24. So a $3 bet. And we're going to wait till we get 9 numbers on the board. So we may go down a little bit before we go up. We're playing opposites of the board. It's kind of really tough to tell exactly what the real opposite is on the single wheel, but for me it looks like it's the 10. So we go to the right, we do 10, 5, and 24. So let's see what the next number to hit is. This is a fun system, but it's not a system you want to stay at for a long time. So we have a 16. So 16, we go opposite. The opposite of 16 appears to be, I'd say 19. We'll go 19, 4, and 21. So we repeat the bet. We go 19, 4, and 21. So we did lose that first one. We lost the 3 bet that we had. So now we have a $6 bet. And again, we want to get 9 numbers in play. We're going opposites on the board. This is a system Eric plays. It's a fun system, something different I haven't done on the channel yet. Let's see. I like the way it incorporates jackpot numbers. But again, this is not a system you want to play for a long time. The bets are going to go up, up, and up a unit, and we want to definitely get a hit on a number for sure. So there's 23. So 23 opposite is going to be 26. So 26, 0, and 32. So 26, 0, and 32. So here's our 9 numbers we're going to play. And we've lost $9, but that's okay. We're going to try to go up. We're at 733 right now. So we started at 742, I believe, or 751. We started at 751. So let's get one of these numbers to hit. If not, we're going to go up a unit on each. So we're looking for the jackpots, and we're looking for our graph to go up. And then if we hit a jackpot, we'll reset, and we'll get 9 more new numbers. Kind of a fun system. So that's 20. That's a loss. That's okay. Let's rebet, and we'll go up a unit to $18 bet. And we're going to watch our profit. We're going to watch our balance. We're not going to do crazy, but we're going to see if one of these jackpot numbers can eventually hit. And now there are streaks, that happen where these numbers won't hit for a very long time. I understand that, but let's see if we can get a nice jackpot payout on one of these numbers here. We're going to stay with these numbers until one of these guys hits. Yeah, my dog was crazy outside. He didn't want to come back in. Always a fight for getting back inside. He's wet. I have to dry him off. So black lab fun for sure. And I'm sure he'll be down in a few minutes to request his lunch for sure. That's a 15. That is another loss. So we're getting some bad luck. It's okay. We're going to go up another unit on each. So we go 3 on each now. And please leave in the comments what you think of this system. You like it, don't like it. Again, it's a quick hitter kind of system. We're definitely going down. I see that, but we're getting one of these jackpot numbers to hit. We'll make a nice profit, and that's the idea. I love the idea of jackpot numbers. It's a lot of fun. We are down 36. We are only covering 9 numbers. I totally understand that. It's only 24% of the board, but when it hits, it'll smack. And I believe it's going to smack soon. In fact, there's a 19. That's a smack. We're now up $45, up to $7.96. $108 win. We're going to run it one more time. So that was 19. So 19 opposite 16, 33, and 1. 16, 33, and 1. So we're going to get 9 more numbers here. We're now up to 793. That was a nice jackpot hit. We're up $45. And that's why I like this system. Once the jackpot numbers hit, you can really make some nice money. And it's a get in, get out system. We're going to run maybe just 2 of these and see. And if I'm feeling saucy, we might go 3. And there's a lot of luck involved, but that nice jackpot hit. So that's a 20. We look opposite of the 20. That would be 20 goes opposite. We'll say 21, 2, and 25. 21, 2, and 25. So we have 6 numbers in play. That was the loss again. We're still up. Again, we started this journey on stake. About 42 profit ago. So let's get another jackpot hit. And we got to get our 9 numbers. So we're looking for our 9th now. And if it's not exactly opposite, oh well, that's what I'm playing. It's close enough to me. It's a very interesting system. But again, you can get streaks where the numbers you pick don't hit for a long time. Understand that. So that's a 15. So we have 15. Across from 15, we're going to go 16, 33, and 1. 16 is already picked. 33 is already picked. And 1 is already picked. So that's just a respin. We're going to keep it until we get another number. We'll just keep those 6 on there. Maybe one of these hits and surprises us. So small little loss there. We want to get our 9th number in the combination. And you could play more numbers. You could play 12. You could play less to cover more of the board. Eric plays 9. We're going to continue playing the 9. That's a 22. So 22 across would be 34, 6, and 27. 34, 6, and 27. We have our 9 numbers. So let's see if we can get one of these jackpot numbers. We have a $9 bet. Let's see if we can hit one of these babies and get out of here. And make another little profit. We're still up 30. Let's see what happens. Would love to hit one now and get out. That's the idea, hit and run. Nice to make a little bit of money. So we are up, $30 from where we started this. 34 is a hit. So that's a nice win there. That's a $36 win. We're up 57. So we're now up to $808. I really do like this system. I might give it one more shot here. All right? We're going to let her spin a number. And we'll use the 34 also for our next spin. 34 across appears to be like a 22, 18, and 29. 22, 18, and 29 will do. We'll continue this because it's making a little bit of money, but the idea is to get out. So we're $57 up. That's really cool. So 22, 18, and 29. Let's get those in there. 22, 18, 29. And that was a 10. So we go opposite of 10. 10, 0, 32, 15. 0, 32, 15. Those are 6 numbers right now. We want to get 9. Let's see if we can get another nice jackpot right off the bat. That would be really awesome. We're only at 2 wins and 7 losses, but that's the way the system works. We're looking for these jackpots. We're doing some jackpot hunting. And currently up $57. Profit is profit. And we were up, I believe, 16 from FanDuel, so we're up about $73 so far. So it's a decent day, decent start. 24, that's a loss, so we got 24. Opposite would be 32, 15, and 19. So 32's taken, 15's taken, right? 19's not taken. We're going to wait and respin till we get different numbers. I could add the 19 for fun, which I will. I'm going to add the 19. We're going to respin and see what we get. We already had those numbers taken. So we now have a $7 bet. Remember, we're trying to get 9 numbers on the system. I might go to 10 on the next spin. Let's see what we get. And this will be the last go around that I do this. Hopefully we can go up and get some nice profit here. And let me know in the comments what you think of this system from Eric Allen. It's a pretty fun system for sure. That's a 26. Okay, so 26 across would be 23, 10, and 5. So we got to go 23, 10, and 5. I'm not going to play the 10 numbers, and that's going to be it. $10 bet. Let's hit one of these jackpot numbers. We're now still up 44. We'd like to get a nice jackpot and go up right now. Let's get us to 70-something, 80-something dollar profit on the system, and we'll punch out. We were up to about 808. So we're looking for these jackpot numbers right now. I like her tattoo. Pretty cool. I don't have any tattoos. But maybe one day I'll get a Roulette Grinder tattoo if I get to 1,000 subscribers. That's a hit at 22, folks. That's a nice win. All right. That is a $36 win. $70 profit gain up to $821. We're going to punch out here, call this session, and we're going to be right back with a new session. Be right back. And we're back. We've had 4 odds in a row. I'm going to take a shot on even here and see if we can get an even. Again, we're up $86 today. It's been a good day. Let's play a little opposite of streaks. So we've had 4 odds in a row, and I will go ahead and double on the bets. So we started this venture at 811 here. So we're going to ride the odds and see if we can get an odd streak here. I mean, an even streak. So that's 31 black. So we'll double up on even to 20. So 31 black as I'm tracking. And you can see, I know I'm probably hiding my face a little maybe, but what's hit in a row has been odd for sure. I see that pattern there. We're going to try to take advantage of the patterns. And I know you can have streaks just like even there happened. We're looking for dozens. We're looking for calms. We're going to look at streets eventually too and play it that way. But nothing's really not happened in quite a amount of times. You know, you can wait, 6 times for stuff not to happen. Let's take some small wins here and there. So we're looking for even. I think eventually it'll happen. We have now 5 odds in a row. There's our even. That's a win. So we took advantage of the streak. We won $40. We're now up to 831. I'm going to keep looking at the streaks, and I'll be right back. And we're back. The first dozen hasn't hit in about 6 spins. So we're going to try to get lucky on that first dozen hitting. Again, there are streaks, where it might not hit for quite some time. We're going to give the first dozen a shot and see if we can get something. Doing a nice little profit here and there, slowly going up. 821 on stake for the day, 16 on FanDuel. That's a loss, that's okay, that's 23. We'll double up on our first 12. And go to 20. Let me go ahead and track it. That's a 23. So yeah, you can see our first dozen hasn't hit in a while, so let's give that a shot. First dozen hopefully will come out sometime soon and we can make a little bit of profit. So let's see where we can get up to. Let's go up. And we're going to double. And we're going to try to smack that first dozen. And then get out and try something new. I think that's a good strategy for the grinder. This seems to work for us. We're going to continue doing it. We got our low. First 12. That is a win on the 1. We're now up to $110 on the day. 861. We're going to take a break, track some more things that happen, and we'll be right back. And we're back. I haven't seen black in quite some time. Let's go black. Again, I know red could go 8, 12, 15 spins in a row. I understand that. Let's get a black. We haven't had black in 4. I haven't bet on the color yet. Let's bet on black and grind it up a little more. So let's see if she can do it for us. Hope you're having fun watching. Having a really nice session. Slow profit grind. We're going to watch it and keep our profit and not get killed. There's a black. We hit it. Law of averages is working in our favor today. Up $180 up to 931. Again, I'm going to pause, track, and we'll be right back. And we're back. We have a dealer change. Our second column has not hit in quite some time, at least 6, maybe 7 spins here. I think we're due for a second column. We're going to start at 10 and go up, and we're going to slowly grind up our profit, little by little. That's fine with me. No need to push it. We're in profit. We're having a really good day. This is the way I'm playing it. I know I could bet more, do other things, but we're going to continue this upward trend of profit. And leave a comment how I should play this if differently, but it's working and we're going to stay with it. We're having another good day, so let's keep doing it. Let's get a second column. That's a second column. That's a win. That's 26. It hit. We're now $200 up on stake, 16 on FanDuel. Having a really great day. Going to track some more things and be right back. And we're back. I accidentally bet $1 on the zero. The zero hasn't hit in a while. It was an accidental bet. I wanted to show you it. But the zero hasn't hit in, I'd say, 40 to 50 spins. That doesn't mean it's going to come out, but it's a fun little bet to have. We might include it in our next bet, whatever that might be. Let's see if there's any streaks here we can take advantage of. Yeah, it looks like we can take advantage of our column. Looks like our first column hasn't hit in a while. Indeed, first column. So there's a 30. So we're going to go first column for 10. And we're going to continue to bet the zero just for $1 for fun. I like having little jackpot numbers thrown in there. I know it's just another number. It might not hit for 400 spins. Who knows? It's just fun. We're up in profit. We have a little bit to play for, a little to play with. Why don't we have some fun and just go with the zero and see if we can get one? But we're looking for that first column. Has not hit in a while here. The last first column number was 1, I believe, to hit a while ago. So yeah, we're looking for that first column hit or a zero. That'd be cool. And we'll double up, on a loss. Let's keep that profit going. 10, we got our first column. So that's a win. Excellent. We're now up to $218 in profit. I'm just going to throw one more buck on the zero while this spins. I'll track the 10. We're having a good time here. We got an even streak going here, so we could have an odd coming up. We're looking for things that haven't happened in a while, and I really am liking this strategy for me. It seems to be a winner right now. 2 days in a row, it's really hitting. We're kind of hitting our strides, so let's keep at it. Let's keep doing this method. Really enjoy it. Hope you are too. It's a slow grind. There's the drinking game. This is what we're going to do. This is it right now for us. It's working. We're going to stay with it. That's an 8 black. Okay, 8 black. No zero. So we're a little bit of an even streak here. Why don't we go odd for 10 and continue our dollar bet on the zero? We haven't had odd in a while. Had a lot of evens. It's only 4. I know you're supposed to wait 6, but I'm going to wait 4. Feeling a little saucy, as they say. So we're up 217 on stake and 16 on FanDuel. It's a nice 233 profit day today. Don't want to burn into too much of our profit. We're having fun, and I want to keep this going. Kind of push through a little bit. I know we can do it, but not burn our profit away. Not going to blow our profit. There's a 14. That is an even and a loss. So we'll stay with odd. And that was a $10 bet. We'll go up to 20. We're going to bet $1 on the zero. That was a 14 red. And I think when this hits, we're going to take a break. So we're due for an odd. We're due for a zero. We're definitely looking at our columns and 12s. And eventually we'll do our streets, one day here. We'll do our streets. But right now this is kind of working for us. We'll stay with it. So you can see the last 6 history here. Let's get a odd number. Let's get an odd or a zero. Let's get an odd or a zero. 30 red. That's another even. Big even streak here. Big even streak. That's okay. We're going to stay with the system. It's going to hit eventually. That was 20. We'll go up to 40. And we get that $1 on the zero. So 30 red. Have not had an odd in quite some time. I believe it to be happening soon. We've had 6 consecutive. Longest streak I've seen, even for 6. Odd for 5. So let's see what we got. We're looking for that odd number. Eventually it's going to hit, and we're going to smack up in profit. Eventually it will hit. Just not right now. That's a 4 black. Pretty crazy. I'm going to stay with it. We're going up to 80 bucks an odd, playing against the streak. This is what we're doing. So that was a 4. We've had one heck of an even streak here. 7. We are definitely due for an odd, I would say. So let's get that odd. Definitely eating to our profit a little bit, but we get this, we're going to go right back up. So let's get an odd number. There's our odd number. That is a 35 odd. That is a beautiful win. That is a $160 win. Gets us back to $223,974 for the day. We'll be right back and see what we're doing next. And we're back. The second column hasn't hit in quite some time. We're going to go $5 on it. We're going to slow down a little bit. We don't want to really kill our profit. We're up, a good amount, 223. It's been a great day. I don't want to jeopardize that profit and be stupid. We're just going to have some fun and play small ball right now. Let's see if we can build us up to 1,000 in our bankroll. But let's start a goal of maybe 975, so $7 more, and see if we can go. Don't want to ruin a good thing. We're betting on the 0. 0 has not come out in a long time, and I know it's crazy and stupid to bet on a jackpot number, but just a feeling. So that is a 30 red. We'll go up to 10. We'll continue our little jackpot hunt. We have some profit, we can do it. Feeling saucy. So we'll track our 30. And you can see our numbers. Going to get into the streets, for sure with this tracker. What streets haven't hit in a long time. We're on an even streak a little bit for sure. We haven't had a first 12. Let's see, we did have one there. Second 12, looks like it hasn't hit in a while. So I really do like this tracker. It definitely helps with your bets to see what's going on here. But let's get a second column or 0. That's a 9, that's a loss. So we're going to go up again. We're just going to go up a unit. We're going to go 15. Let's see if we can climb back to where we were here, this peak here. 223, it looks like. That's where we want to get back to. And we have not had a second 12 in a long time. That was a 9. So there's definitely streaks that happen for sure. Go away, Apple TV. No sponsorship yet for this channel. No sponsorship. We're small potatoes. But I think we might have found something for the Roulette Grinder with this method. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. It's playing the wheel here. Boy, that was close. It bounced around. That's a 27. That's a loss. That's okay. We're going to continue until the second hits. We're going to go up to 20, and we're going to bet $1 on the 0. And we want to go up again. Going back down a little bit of a slide. Second 12, probably due for a hit. That's a 27. We'll track it. And again, I've seen streaks, 8, 9, 10, things not happening. But this second column, boy, it's time. Boy, we've had a lot of thirds in a row. That would have been the streak to hit. Look at that, third column. There's a 5. There's our second column. That's a win. We are now back up to 229. So we're $6 over where we were. I'm just going to play the 0 for fun while I think about what we're doing next here. That was a 5. So we finally got the second to hit. We've had an odd streak a little bit. Could go back to even for sure. Let's see what happens. We have not had a first 12, first dozen in a while here. First dozen in 7 spins. Let's see what this one yields, and we might hit that first dozen, I think. Let's see what it yields. Have not hit that first dozen in a while. See if we can get it. I'm just doing small bets here. That's what we're doing. 31 black, okay. So we're definitely going into the first dozen. We're going to go to 10. We're going to bet $1. And I'm hoping the first dozen comes out eventually here. That was the 31 black. Have not seen a first dozen in quite some time, folks. Let's try to get a first dozen. That'll be pretty awesome. Let's build that profit up. And we have odds. So it might be an even coming up as well if we're playing what hasn't happened in a while. Love that game. We could maybe try an even as well and get a little saucy. As I say, saucy is my favorite word. What do you think, Titan? Should we get saucy? All right, we don't want to get too carried away. We have a nice profit. We don't want to blow it. We want to be smart. Nice to have. I love grinding this out for you. We almost had that first. That's even 24. Go away, dog. Go away. So we're going to double the 20 on the first 12. 1. That was a 24. That's our even that we could have hit. But we're waiting to get back with that. Did I mess that up? I did. We did have a first dozen hit here. I must have been looking at a different column. Look at that. We did have a first dozen a couple spins ago. That Titan has distracted me, the dog. We're going to stay with it and try to get lucky on our first dozen here. Let's see if we can get one. We're going to stay with it. We're not moving out of that first dozen. 11. We got the first dozen, folks. Woo! That was cool. That was bouncing around. We're now up $256 on the day. I'm going to take a small break and come right back. And we're back. You know, I love these jackpot numbers. It's crazy. I know. It's just a $2 bet. I want to play it. I want to play the zero. I'm not going to eat too much of our profit. We have a little extra to give here. But if you look at the history of what's happened here, I don't see a zero for a very long time, folks. Doesn't mean it's going to go hundreds of spins without hitting. But that zero, boy, it has not happened in quite some time. So maybe it's due to happen eventually here. I'm going to keep playing it until it comes out. Our live stats are stuck. That was a 36. 36. Continue on the zero here while I figure out what we're doing next. That was a 36. My stats are messed up. I can't move them. Well, there we go. That was weird. Pinned. Strange. Go up there. I don't know what happened there. We're up $254. Really nice steady climb today for profit. It's been a really excellent day. We've crossed the $1,000 mark on stake. Remember, we have a balance on FanDuel too. That's an 18 red. 18 red. I might want to play the numbers around that zero as well to see. So it looks like we haven't had a first column in a while. Let's see what this spin is. Going to get back and bet on the zero while we're waiting. Again, I could bet the numbers, you know, next to the zero, like 26 and 32. They haven't hit in quite some time either. So 26, 32, and 0 might be a fun ride, I think. Let's see what we got here. That zero has not been around for a while. And again, we could hit that first column. Hasn't hit in a while. Boy, there's the zero. Oh, it was the 26. I called it. I said 0, 26, and 32, and the 26 hit. My goodness, that is pretty crazy. I did say it, didn't I? I didn't bet it. Wow. Oh, boy. Wow. We're going to go first column for 10, and we're going to continue on the 0, and we're going to bet. I was going to bet on the 32 also. The 32 could be coming out really close to that 0. Smacked in the 26, and I absolutely called it. I did. Wow, that's pretty crazy. So let's get some profit back up here. Let's get up to our high of, 254 again. Let's get a first column win. It hasn't hit in a while. That was 26, right? There's 15. That's a loss. So we're now going to go up to 20 on the first column. We're going to continue with the 0. I'm gonna put 1 on 32 for good measure. And we'll surround that 0 again, for sure. You know, we have a little bit of profit, a little bit of money to play with. We're gonna do it. So that was a 15. And you can see here that that first column has not hit for quite some time. And let's see if we can get a first column here. Or a 0, or a 26, or a 32. Let's see what we got. We're just playing small. We're not killing our profit. We might go down a little bit, but I think we're going to go up when that first column hits. Playing against the streaks. At 36, it was there. That was in the 36. That was crazy. Wow. So that's a loss. We're going to stay with the first column here. I believe we're on 20. We go to 40. We're going to continue on the 0 for 2. And we're going to go on the 26 for 1 and the 32 for 1. Let's get a first column hit. So that was a 6. Boy, that was some weird English on that ball. Have not seen a 0 in quite some time. Have not seen a first column in quite some time. Let's see if we can get one to happen. Let's get us back up to that 254 mark for the day. Down a little bit, but not out. I believe that a first column is happening soon. We have some money to play with to get it. Just didn't hit it. That third column is hitting. All right, we got to go back here. Rebet that. That's 40. We got to go up to 80. We're staying on the 0 and the other two numbers. So let's really get a hit here. We're going down. I believe that it's due into our profit, but once that hits, we're going to go back up. So let's see what happens. Really fun run, fun ride today. Let's get that 0. That'd be cool. 16, I believe. That is a first column hit. That's a nice $240 win. Wow, good win. We are now up $326 on the day. That's an amazing day. Up to 1,077 in stake. Just going to sit here and play that 0, 26, and 32 real quick. And I'm going to track that number, 16. And I think we're going to play really small here. We're just going to play a couple dollars here and there on that 0 combination. See if we can get it. Not go too far down, eating too much of our profit. But man, she's been close to that 0 a few times and it has not hit in quite some time. There's the 32, folks. We got the 32. Really what we wanted. That's an awesome hit. That is another $72 in profit. Net gain of $392. $11.43 for the day. I'm going to call it a day. This has been some day, almost $400 in profit. This was awesome. Thank you very much for riding with me. We'll come back tomorrow and do it again. I'm back, actually. I promised that I will show the spreadsheet upon leaving. So that's what I'm going to do. And not sure where my camera is. Hope it's here. Let's get out of stake here. How do we get out of stake? So we'll leave stake behind. We finished with 1143 in stake. So 1143 in stake. 1143. That brings us to 1999 for the end. 1999. That's a $408 profit today. That's absurd. $408, everybody. That was awesome. We're on day 10, was a milestone. We're only about $491 to make that $150 a day average. We've had really awesome luck here. 6 days in a row a profit. That by far is an amazing day. Going up. Thank you all for joining. And we'll see you again tomorrow. We'll do it all over. Bye now.